Yeah, my pleasure. Rick, you can start sharing my screen. We've got some helpful graphics to go alongside this. But as Rick mentioned, I work with many marketing and admissions professionals across the country, and all have a wide range of experiences or levels of understanding of the marketing funnel. So for our purposes today, I'd like to get back to the basics just so that we can understand how this marketing funnel aligns with the buyer journey, specifically for our prospective families now and as they head into summer with these questions that Andy has brought top to mind for us. So this graphic that I'm going to walk through creates a clear path of what that marketing funnel looks like. And when I was in the seat as a marketing and enrollment director learning inbound marketing, I felt like I learned best by example. So after I walk through the marketing funnel with you all, I'd like to share a few examples from one of our schools, just so that you can be able to digest this and see what this looks like implemented. So as we walk through this, know that some examples are coming to bring this to light. So let's dive in. Step number one of the marketing funnel is generating awareness. And we do that through a series of campaigns. You can see here on the screen, we have social ads, Google ads, social posts, website graphics, calls to action can fall under there, and blog posts. And in this unique season and in this summer that we've never really experienced before like this, social to me and our team is king. We've been encouraging schools, if they haven't already, to run social ads and make sure that that visibility and that brand awareness is key. Because at this phase in the buyer journey, parents are realizing they have a problem to solve, whether it's finding a preschool for their 4-year-old, to navigating the preteen, the trepidatious pieces of preteen and hormones and all of that. They're starting to think through those questions and look for answers. And as a school, it is your job to position your brand and have strong brand awareness and answer some of these questions that parents are having. And having a strong presence on these platforms is key. So as you're reviewing these, I'd encourage you just to do a quick pulse check on where your school's at in these platforms. And if you assess this and see, hey, we're doing pretty good, we've got some visibility across these areas, I'd also challenge you to think through, what are you communicating? Does that message align with what Andy just shared? Are you speaking with empathy? Are you connecting with them on that level? And are you just talking about the school, or are you positioning content to, again, answer those questions that parents are having? Beyond generating awareness, we move into a landing page. And this is key in capturing the interest of our families. One of the biggest gaps we see for schools is that they'll be running these social ads, Google ads, and even blog posts, and then just sending parents to the homepage. So they're spending big dollars with Google ads and Facebook and Instagram, and not knowing or having the ability to track that ROI on whether those traffic and website visits are even turning into anything. Are they converting to a page? You don't know. But the beauty of having a well-designed landing page is that you are able to track that. And later in this, Clark's going to share some key pieces to an effective landing page. So I'm excited to dive into that a little bit more. But the landing page is instrumental in capturing that interest of the parent, where they complete the form on the landing page. And once that's completed, they're taken to a download page. And on that download page, that is where you are delivering value to the family. So in exchange for their information, again, not a lot of information, just name, phone number, and email is all you really need for that first point of contact. You will deliver value in exchange for that information, whether that's through a resource like a guide or ebook, or a gated content piece like an open house, a virtual open house or tour. From there, the rubber hits the road, and your admissions team gets to work with nurturing these families and engaging with them to make sure they have a clear path forward after they've shown interest. And so I see a balance here in engaging with families in doing some of that automated through an email lead nurturing sequence, where you're hitting them right away after they hit that download page with some resources in their inbox. And once that's complete, you can hit them again 2 days later, an additional 2 days later. I have schools that vary that timeline of when those emails come in. That's totally flexible on the platform you use, but it's critical in the first 24 hours and in the week to come to have consistent messaging with these families, and continue to provide value to them through additional resources. With that, it can happen immediately upon that download page or in those subsequent emails that are sent to them. But that, again, your admissions team's coming in to have those virtual conversations now. We used to, I think, rely on the tour to woo families over and have them experience campus culture. And now this is the time where we're trying to do that from a distance and do that via Zoom, FaceTime, what have you. But again, this is the important part of when you are having those conversations with families, determining the fit. Is it a good fit for their family based off of location, price, everything? And are they a good fit for the school? That's also an important question as your admissions teams vet each family that comes through. But through those conversations and that lead nurturing, the goal is to move them towards that application. And if that fit is right, the shoe fits, then bingo, we have an enrolled student. But Rick, I realize that's a lot. We've covered months of work in this one graphic, and I can see where people watching today may feel overwhelmed by that. And the beauty, we'll be speaking about our research campaign here in a few minutes, but what I love about the research campaign is that it includes all of these elements. It's not just an ebook. Our team has thought through and built out this full marketing funnel to be able to be turnkey for schools. So if you think through this and look at this graphic, that's months and months of work if you were going to do this on your own. But our team's worked really diligently over the last 2 months to make this a turnkey campaign for you so that it's a matter of a week. We can have all these items turned around and have an active campaign generating new interest in the school, which is really exciting. But before we move on, I want to show you a few examples of what this looks like in each section of the buyer journey in the marketing funnel. And I want to give a quick shout out to our friends down at Legacy Christian Academy in Frisco, Texas. They have recently partnered with Northstar and specifically engaged with the research campaign. So this is just a short preview of what one of the social ads we're running for them looks like. There's a full video that walks through the research campaign, but this is an ad shown to families in their local area. And once a family clicks through to the ad, they're taken to a landing page. Again, we'll break down the features and elements of a impactful landing page in a moment, but this is their landing page in the flesh. Once they download that landing page, they're taken to this ebook where they can, this is, again, that value add resource for families that really is the bulk of what they need to evaluate. And again, this research guide is helping families navigate and find the right private school without leaving their home. And again, we can't just leave it there and hope they call us. We need to nurture them. And in that email nurturing, we include additional value add pieces. And this is one of the cut sheets included in that we've developed that helps walk prospective families through the virtual admissions process at their school specifically, linking them to their application, walking them through step-by-step of that process.
That is great, Kaleen. I